Hey, it's Pete from the Small Business Resource Center and the Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. I have a stock here I've been watching for quite a few years, maybe close to 10, and now I'm wondering if now's the time. This stock is called Marine Odyssey Exploration, ticker OMEX. I truly believe that this stock can 5 to 10x, maybe even 20x in a short time. It could happen this year, could happen next year. I'm going to explain why. So check out all the details. This stock historically has been around the $3 range, and sometimes it's dipped down, sometimes it's gone up. It's been up as high as 9 ever since I've been watching it, maybe even over 9, but then sometimes dip back down. Now, coincidentally, something strange happened. This stock is trying to get approval for seabed phosphorus mining for fertilizer. But what this stock and company has done, OMEX, for a long time is actually treasure hunting and stuff like that. But they realize that they have equipment that they can use to mine phosphates. So they started shifting and saying, well, this could be extremely profitable. And then what ended up happening is in September, they won a lawsuit. And as soon as they won the lawsuit, minutes later, fake news was put out that the company went bankrupt. The stock was halted and it went to 48 cents. It says 50, but it went to 48 cents. Started ripping back up next day and then went back and has been down here. I'm not going to speculate why this is all happening. I could probably tell you, but in my opinion, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This should not be a 30 some cents or even a 60 some cent stock. When you check with evaluations from other companies, the stock clearly should be much higher. So what happened when they won their lawsuit? When they won their lawsuit, it was said that it was illegal for them to be blocked from doing this mining. I don't want to speculate on corruption or what, but they've been working on this for so long. And for the North American Trade Agreement, supposedly they were not allowed to be blocked. So they got $37 million in this lawsuit. And when the lawsuit happened, one of the questions that I had was, are they now allowed to be approved to do this? And that was not answered. That was my only fear and hesitation in getting back into this, even though I did get into it. But later, a couple months later, it seems like they could probably get into this. So, and I'm going to show you some more information in a second to show that this is correct. They won their lawsuit against Mexico to continue seabed mining. This says continue seabed mining. I wouldn't want to use that because they never started. They're trying to get a permits and they couldn't get the permits approved. But then shortly after that, this happened at the end of December, December 26th. So now I'm fast forwarding you to that. We're at, they formed a joint venture with Capital Latino Americana, CapLat, to develop strategic fertilizer mining project in Mexico. So there also was insider buying shortly before this happened. So insiders were buying stock. And I want to say that company insiders were buying shares too. So this looks extremely promising. And I don't like to quote numbers on exactly what's happening, even though I did say this is a 10x stock, in my opinion. Well, look, if it's at 30, 60 cents and it goes back to 5 or 7, you got 10x right there. So the positive news, of course, they secured $4 million in funding in December. It extends the maturity of their debt obligations to April 2026, and they have their strategic partnership. So, negative existing debt obligations require maturity extension. So I don't know how they can consider that negative and positive on both. But now let's look at some other information. I use ChatGPT for this because I like to try to get some clarity. And I put what may OMEX stock trade for after approval of seabed mining. Now, of course, ChatGPT does their research. potential revenue, income from the phosphate mining, regulatory approvals. And keep in mind, the reason why I think this is going to happen much, much faster is they've been working on this from somewhere around 2016. The only thing that has been stopping them is the law, from my understanding. And now that they won their lawsuit, they can move forward. I believe this is going to go pretty quick. And when, I have not found news on that, but who knows? But with the insider buying and the partnership, I think it's going to happen pretty quick. So market sentiment and speculations. Uh, okay, you could read this if you like to read it. I'm not going to read everything line by line, but let's look at the optimistic is $10 to $50 plus a share, dependent upon projected revenues, and it should be hundreds of millions and maybe billions of dollars in this industry. Um, So moderate, $5 to $10 a share, making it a 10x stock. Pessimistic, under five. So when you're looking at a stock that's been about a couple weeks ago to now in the 30, 40, 50, 60, even 70 cent range, to get a return like this is pretty amazing. Next steps to consider: OMEX financial filings, seabed mining project specifics, which obviously that's what we're looking for. Monitor industry development, compare them to other companies. Well, I think they're the only company who's trying to get approved here, so they have no competition in this area. And Mexico has a high amount of agriculture and could use the fertilizer and phosphates. And when do you think the approval may happen? So keep in mind what this says, that they've been working on this since 2016. The law stopped them. Now they won their lawsuit in September. They got $37.1 million in compensation, and everything I can see looks positive. I don't know if you see any negatives or positives for OMEX or this industry and this partnership. Is this a 10x stock? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Are you in it? Are you in something else better? Let's make some money together. Have a great day. It's Pete from the Small Business Resource Center and the Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment.